Emily Dickinson by Caleb MacDonald. Emily was born on December 10, 1830. She died May 15, 1886. She was born in her family's homestead in Amherst, Massachusetts, and she had two siblings, an older brother named Austin and a younger sister named Lavinia. Emily had hobbies such as gardening and baking that took up much of her time outside of school. She participated in church, playing piano and singing, and reading and writing. Her schooling was remarkable for her time. She attended Amherst Academy for 7 years, and she then entered Mount Holyoke Female Seminary in 1847. Emily was seen as frail by her parents and others. She was often kept home from school and was recognized by teachers and students alike for her impressive abilities in composition. Emily's letters to her brother show how she viewed herself as different from others. Emily's writing did not fully evolve into poetry until her mid-20s. She wrote letters in her teens and early 20s, and many were filled with humor and reflection. Emily challenged existing definitions of poetry and poetic works. She created a new characterization of the first person. Dickinson saw poetry as a weapon and believed that it not only liberated the reader or author, but it caused them to be ungrounded. Emily wrote about what sparked her interest. She used images from religion, nature, and many common activities to dive deeper into universal themes. She discussed the identity of self, death and immortality, love, and the wonders of nature through a different viewpoint than traditional poets. Some famous works by Emily Dickinson include Hope is the Thing with Feathers, I'm Nobody, I Felt a Funeral in My Brain, and Wild Nights, Wild Nights. Emily Dickinson did not gain popularity until after her death. Although not super popular during her time, she is considered to be one of the most prominent poets of the 19th century. Poetic lines. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without words and never stops at all. In the poem, Hope is the Thing with Feathers, Emily gives new perspective to hope, describing it as having feathers that sings and never stops. She alludes to the comparison of hope to that of a bird. The line, and never stops at all, represents the fact that a bird goes on and on, flying free to the tune of its own without words or influence. Emily wrote almost 1,800 poems, only a few of which were printed while she was alive. She only titled less than 10 of her poems. In her family home in Amherst, Massachusetts, is a museum.